welcome back to another video. And today we're not going to be doing an OMG Mondays video today because I wanted to do a video where I just talk about pets and things like that, and talk about the pets that I've had throughout my life because I talked to you guys last week. I believe it was the Friday video. I said that I was going to make a video talking about why I was not here or did not upload on Wednesday, and this video is going to explain the reason why. So I know you guys are very forgiving when it comes to me not uploading for a little bit, but so here's what happened. So if you guys have been around since last year, since May of last year, I uploaded a video talking about the loss of a pet, and I talked about me losing my dog, Roscoe, who I've had for a long time, and I got pretty emotional in that video. And so the reason why I didn't upload on Wednesday was because my other dog, T-Bell, she passed away on Wednesday, just a couple days ago, and I'm still grieving about it, but I knew, my entire family knew it was gonna happen, but we just didn't know when. So my dog T-Bell, she was dealing with when my dog Roscoe passed, she was doing fine for the past couple of months, but then she developed a lump on one of her front legs, and I believe my parents took a little too long to get rid of it because we thought it was a wart, because she did have a wart that got down after a while, but then it turned out to be a tumor. When we got it removed, they said it was very early stages, and that they said that she was going to be perfectly fine, but in a couple more years, at least 2 more years. But then she just started going, she was perfectly good for a little while, and then she just got worse, and she just kind of developed more and more, she got more and more sick. She hardly moved around. The last couple of days, she hardly even got up from where she would. She would just get up and then just kind of move to a different position. She wouldn't really she would get up and go see us, greet us at the door, but then the last day before she passed, she wouldn't eat, and just things like that. I know it's really sucks to hear things like that, but it happens. But it was I saw her in the morning and she was doing fine. She was laying down, and then I was sleeping a little bit more because I got no sleep that night, and my dad came in and he said, "Oh, you should say your goodbyes to T-Bell because I think today's the day." And we all went out there. My mom had my sister on the phone, and we just kind of stood by her. We were playing SpongeBob because that was her favorite TV show to watch to kind of keep her anxiety down. And my mom was just holding her, and then she just kind of started I don't know, having a seizure or something, but she just had this really big stretch, and then my dad told us to look away, and then she passed. And it's really hard. I understand that dogs, pets don't last forever. But losing a pet that you've had for a while, that you grew a bond with, just really sucks. Like, I had a fish named Mr. Fish. We had two fish. We had Mr. and Mrs. Fish. The Mrs. Fish was my sister's. And they were just two, like, koi fish that we had that we would keep. And Mrs. Fish died. And then Mr. Fish died. And I remember just nights where I would just, out of nowhere, just start crying. And my mom would come into my bedroom and be like, "Why are you crying?" And I'd be like, "I miss Mr. Fish." And I would just cry like that. And then now, like, it's been years and, like, I'm over it, but I was like a fish in a tank compared to, like, a dog that you've had spent so much time with. You've made so many memories with. You've seen them grow from a little baby to like a full-grown thing. And like, I remember I had turtles. The turtles I loved, but I did not mourn them. Well, they didn't die. I don't know what happened to them, but they just started disappearing because we put them out in a little tank. I think we had them in, like, my dad made a full pond in the front yard, and I feel like they kind of just escaped and went somewhere. I don't know where, but they kind of escaped. They would, like, constantly escape. We, like, found one in the back of my parents' car's tire. Like, we could have, like, literally had a turtle pancake, and that still makes me shiver every time I think about it. But yeah, and like, I had fish, obviously. I had another dog named King that, like, he just kind of ran away. He's most likely dead now, but I have pictures of him with me, and it was just like, and then, like, I had a cat who ran away when we moved here to my house. But Roscoe and Tipo were, like, kind of the most connected pets that I've ever had. Like, I got Roscoe when I was, like, in 5th grade, and he was, like, 4 months old. He was a little pit bull, and he was the sweetest little thing ever. He would bark. He was just always so annoying. He would bark at the most random things. And when we got T-Bell, she was like the tiniest little thing. She had like she was super tiny. She had huge ears. And she was just a tiny little puppy. And she grew to be a really big girl. And I think I loved Roscoe. And I'm still mourning his loss, but I think T-Bell, I felt like I was much more connected with her. Like, I loved them both deeply. For some reason, T-Bell I just felt so much more connected with. And, like, I feel like for Roscoe, I felt like it was so much more sudden. Because, like, I came back from college, and, like, a week later, when I was about to go to my college graduation, like, that day, he was just, like, not doing good. Like, the day before, he was just not doing good. And, we just kind of, like, he was just, like, sick, and we're just like, oh, my mom took him to the vet, and he probably just needed to get something done. Or, like, maybe he had, like, something stuck in his, like, well, my dad fed him, like, a rib thing. And, like, my dad, I don't want to blame my dad or my parents for anything. It's just sometimes they've been kind of irresponsible with the pets that we've had. And like, literally, I was, like, I said this whole thing when I was in my last video talking about the passing of my dog, Roscoe. He, like, it was just, like, so much more sudden. But with T-Bell, it was, like, it was inevitable. Like, we were just waiting for the day, and I just didn't want it to be true. That literally, this reminded me so much of my grandparents, my mom's parents. Like, my grandmother in 2020 passed away. She was already going through a lot. She had, like, colon cancer, and she was dealing with, like, recovery from, like, drug and alcohol abuse. But I wasn't, like, super connected with her. Like, I loved her a lot, but just, like, I never was really connected with her. Like, she never really did a lot. But then, literally, November the next year, or, like, yeah, November, a couple of days before, like, a week before Christmas, my, like, grandfather he was dealing with, like, lung cancer because he smoked cigarettes, and then, like, him passing, like, it was so sudden because I literally called my mom asking, like, oh, how's everything doing? And she just said, he's gone. Nando, he's gone. And I just kind of bawled my eyes out. Like, I'm not gonna show you the picture, but I have a picture of him. Like, I have, like, a pin board, and I have a picture of him, and it's just like, grieving just sucks sometimes. Pets, family members, but there's been also a lot of life happening. Like, my cousin, she just had her second baby, and it was a girl, and we haven't had a girl in, like, 17 years. Like, all of the family members that have had kids have all had boys, and we've had the first girl in, like, 17 years, and it was so amazing because, like, I thinking about it, like, my cousins are making, like, the next generation. And it's just like, I never have want or plan to have kids, but I just feel like it's pretty cool seeing my family members because I don't get to interact with babies that often. So it's just, like, really cool. And my other cousin, she, after a long time and a lot of planning, she's having her first kid, and I just got a Facebook invite to go to her baby, like, reveal. It's like a potluck / like, it's like bring the food, stay for the reveal. I'm just like, goodness, we used to just, like, play in the pool and do whirlpools in our pool, but now we have jobs, we have kids and things like that. But it's just a lot to think about. And I heard about my grandfather. Well, I don't really call him my grandfather, but I would consider my grandfather, because my grandma, my dad's side, remarried, and I don't really consider my grandfather, but we got word that, like, his medication isn't doing good. He's, like, pretty old, and so he's like, gotta just enjoy the time they have left. And I'm just like my mom's side, I've dealt with a lot of death and grieving, and a lot of the family members that I've grown really close with, they're all getting older. A lot of them are going through a lot of medical trouble, and so I'm just like, dang, who's gonna be left after everyone's gone? But yeah, it's a lot to think about. Going through a lot of emotional stuff right now. So, in these next few weeks, if I may take a break or something. If there's like a day where I'm just like not feeling it, you guys will know if I'm not like, if I don't upload a video that day. But I do want to like upload videos. I do really love uploading videos for you guys. But just right now, it's been kind of hard. But I do love you guys so much, and I'm so happy you guys are still here supporting me. Like, with my ramblings and stuff like that. But, well, that's it for now. Thank you guys so much for watching, and tell me, do you guys have any pets? Do you guys have any, like, really close pets that you love so much? Or did you have, like, any pets that, like, were kind of crazy? Like, any fun pets? Like, I really do want a bird someday, or, like, a hairless cat. Like, a hairless animal would be really fun, because I'm allergic to the pet dander, so even though I saw this girl that would put, like, de-dander shampoo on, like, her cat, but, like, on, like, this, like, super long-haired cat, and I'm just like, I kinda just want a hairless cat. But yeah, so thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you guys have a nice and safe day.